ahead, start it. All right, make sure the thing is on. Yeah. All right, shalom. Just giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, we out here another Saturday, and we're gonna open up with pretty much how our people, okay, they're not gonna receive anything good here until the Lord come back, right? Because you got a lot of our people that are caught up in these elections, and because of these elections, niggas is talking about some, we can start our own black government now that Kamala didn't get in office. You know, this is our time to come back and we make our own America and stuff like that. And, you know, basically Jake is trying to, you know what I mean, achieve greatness without the Lord, okay? And Jake don't understand that you need the Lord to get to the next phase, all right? You're not getting to the next phase of prosperity, wealth, happiness, right, without the Lord, because that's what Jake is really looking for. That Jake can't perceive it. Jake don't know how to comprehend it, but really Jake wants the kingdom. His spirit want the kingdom, but they trying to make a kingdom in filth, all right? The Lord got to come back and destroy this society, okay? So that way another one can rise up, all right? A righteous society can rise up, all right? Because this society is already it's already tainted. The land we're standing on is already polluted with blood, right? You know, all sorts of witches and warlocks have done rituals and prayers over this American soil right here, man. You know what I mean? So to you people, you know, America is just one big piece of land, but from the heavens, the Lord can see all the demons that's in America, and not just the demons inside of the people, but the spiritual demons that are surrounding this country in the spirit world, right? If you was in the heavens looking at America from the Heavenly Father's point of view, you would see a black smoke, and it'll be a whole bunch of like satanic spirits wiggling around in this land, right? You can't do nothing with this place but destroy it, all right? And our people, they don't understand that. They trying to make you know, they pretty much trying to come up in uncharted territory, a territory that the Lord has already set to destroy. You see? So we're gonna go ahead and get some examples of how our people, they tried to you know, they tried to build an empire in America, okay, and it crashed and burned. All right, and that's what's gonna keep happening until the Lord come back. All right, the Lord didn't tell you niggas to create your own empire in this society, man. All right, that's not according to prophecy, where niggas come together, okay, and create this this utopia within this place. All right, that's not a part of the program. All right, because then if you niggas created a utopia here, what would be the reason for the Lord to come back? Niggas wouldn't want the Lord to come back. So let's go ahead and get that.
This is from the Daily Jester. .org. It says the devastation of Black Wall Street.
Yeah, this is Black Wall Street, man. Okay, and a lot of Jakes, they forgot this history while Jake is trying to create something in this society. Okay, you forgot. All right, what happens when you try that? All right, Esau will be right there at your front door, either with fines or he'll just burn your shit down all the way. Okay, because Esau, he not gonna let you come up. You know, he's not going to let you come up anywhere near his level. And you definitely not going to surpass him in his own kingdom. And the Lord ain't going to let you surpass him. Because this ain't your kingdom. This is your punishment. All right? If you niggas had it your way, okay, you'll be living like Esau. All of you niggas would be worse than Diddy. All right? How you think Diddy got that bad? Right? Diddy got that bad because of them, you know, in his life, he lives a paradise. He got all the riches and the fame and all that shit. And he's a rotten nigga to the core, too. But all of them riches and that fame and all of that and all the bitches and that expensive food and all that shit, it'll get to your head. And you start thinking you a god and you start thinking you untouchable. Now imagine if 90% of Israelites had Diddy's money. This is what these niggas is trying to do. They trying to get Diddy money. right? Imagine if 90% of Jake had Diddy's money. You niggas, you niggas would be off the chain, man. You're off the chain and you ain't got nothing. How much more if your whole society was filled with wealth and riches given to you by the devil, man? All right? No, you need Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the one that's gonna instruct us how to manage these resources.
Because
right?
if you're Israel, oh my bad.
No, you got
if
it.
you're an Israelite and you over here in America, you know what I'm saying, and your ancestors were, you know, raped, robbed, and murdered by this devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That was all part of prophecy. You're not here to flourish. Like every Israelite in this land, this is the place of your captivity. You're prisoners of war. You're behind enemy lines. So that's what he's trying to say. Like, you're not here to prosper in this land. And now we're at the end. The Most High said He'd raise us up out of the places where we were said not to be His people. You know what I mean? It's time to go. And now you just now want to sink your foot down in this place.
Right.
Yeah, we came here on Southern Kingdom arrived here on slave ships.
Yeah.
You know?
Jake forgot all about that. You didn't even come here off of like a fair shake, or like you know, you made a good negotiation with the devil and he like, you know, he worked it out with you. No, the Negroes came here on slave ships. That's common knowledge. What happened to the Native Americans? Y'all got slaughtered. What happened to the Latinos? Y'all got slaughtered and conquered. You know what I mean? Everything about your whole journey in this American land has been nothing but treacherous and oppression, man. So what the fuck? What do you think is really gonna come out of this, man? That's why I said you gotta look at niggas like Diddy, right? That's what them riches will do to you. That's what all that money and trying to chase the world and, you know what I mean, try to build something. Because remember, Diddy be talking that shit too. Oh, we got a black-owned business, black TVs, a black TV television network. Diddy talk that same shit. But look at him. He's a demon. Okay? Go ahead.
It says the devastation of Black Wall Street. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1921. A wave of racial violence destroys an affluent an affluent African American community seen as a threat to white-dominated American capitalism.
You see that? That's a threat, okay, to Esau's structure. All right, that's a threat to Esau's structure. So when you see Jake, because I seen this black woman. I was watching a brother from Kansas City yesterday, and he did a video. No, it was a brother from Vegas, Elder Karatazar, and he made a video about some black woman. You know, she had a whole detailed blueprint schematics of how we can come together as a community, black people. She was talking all types of shit. Okay, we need a CEO, a CFO, and an FEO. If we get them, we get the treasury, we get this, and we do all of this, and okay, somebody will be in charge of the treasury. And you know,
it's amazing how Jake don't understand. Like, what the fuck? You guys don't understand about you're in captivity.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that.
That's a shameful thing. It is a shame that the scriptures say that we'd be ashamed. But in the times to come, the Lord said He's getting ready to lift that shame up off of us.
You see that too.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Man, this shit it's embarrassing. But Jake don't want to hear that. Nah, you're in the land of your captivity.
That's
Yeah.
that.
It's a simple concept though.
You've seen that on these little debates where they're arguing against white supremacy and
Right.
equality. Like, bro, yes, there is white supremacy. There are nationalists. You know what I'm saying? This is their kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, what do you expect? They're crying to the devil for equality.
And I'm not going to take up this. I just want to read this precept because I've been waiting to get it off because it's saying what we're saying right now. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Bring forth, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as a chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh come upon you.
If I can say something in the beginning, it says, "Oh, nation not desired." Okay, why does it say that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're a nation not desired, right? Because everybody is against you. You see, everybody is pretty much everybody regards you as nothing. You're either an entertainer, thug, whore, or an all-out coon with a shaved face. That's all you are to everybody. You see? So ain't nobody like putting y'all up on no high esteem. The black woman is on the internet, she talking like she's just the Don Dada. And it's like, bitch, shut your motherfucking ass up. You know what I mean? Because she take her motherfucking ass to Japan, she will never get married. None of them niggas, you lucky, a lot of these black women, they lucky they even here on this soil so they can get with these Pookie and Ray Rays. If they took their ass to Afghanistan, either them niggas will put them to death or she'll be celibate for the rest of her life. You see? So you are a nation not desired, man. All right?
Really, it's because we're not following after the ways
Right.
that we were supposed to follow. Where's that? Deuteronomy 4. This truth is supposed to be our wisdom in the sight of these nations. When they look at us, they should look at us as on a high level of wisdom in the ways of the truth, the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Which is a science book. But you look at Jake now, they're just nothing but whores, prostitutes. All the Israelite women are prostitutes. They show up to work looking like prostitutes. They go out to dinner looking like prostitutes. They're on the social media looking like prostitutes. All the men are just a bunch of fucking characters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the nations can't help but look out at Jake like a fucking court jester. Which that's what an entertainer is. A court jester. Do me a trick, boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Jake is cool with that. But see, the Lord is getting ready to bring some reality here, here on the earth. By, you know what I'm saying, sending forth plagues and scourges and hardships. And that's gonna really force everybody to, you know what I'm saying, to take a look at the reality of shit. Because right now everybody's just in a fucking
Matrix.
just a matrix, do whatever we want to do. We don't have to listen to the prophets. We don't have to,
And Jake wonder why ain't nothing going good for him. You're not listening to the prophets. You're not listening to the Lord. Is there more on that?
It just says, oh damn, I had moved to another scripture.
I got a precept.
Okay.
What you said. Real quick. Ecclesiasticus 18 and 30. Go not after thy lusts, but refrain thyself from thine appetites. Verse 31. If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughingstock to thine enemies that malign thee.
Yeah, and that black-owned business shit, that's a part of your lust. That's not something that you niggas is like, well, you niggas ain't gonna take that money and give 10% of that to the Lord. I guarantee you Jake ain't thinking like that. You know what I mean? When Jake talking about these black-owned businesses and I want to do all this, you ain't about to dedicate none of that to the Lord. Okay? It's all about lust and so every nigga can have a Range Rover and a Lambo. That's all that y'all niggas care about.
And how you in the land of your enemies, you behind, POWs, and you're not gonna assemble and try to build. Everybody gonna try to build scattered.
Yeah.
It don't even make sense. You're hater among all your enemies, but you all got the lust to start building separately.
Yeah.
You can't even come together like we read the scripture. Like you can't even come together as a people. You already see that the nations are against you. That's Psalms 83.
Yep. And this brother just had mentioned Deuteronomy 4 that the law, statutes, commandments is the wisdom unto the Israelites in the sight of the nations. This scripture just said, if thou givest thy soul thy desires that please her, it makes us a laughing stock in the sight of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? So you got Jake running out here. Our women are whores. The niggas are rappers. And if they're not either one of those, they're homosexuals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We look like fools. You know what I'm saying? That's why, where does it mention in the scriptures that, the wicked of our people make it hard to believe that we're the Israelites? You know what I'm saying? And that's so true. Because you look at niggas and you look at you Latinos who are, hey, the average Latino is a damn Trump supporter these days. You know what I'm saying?
The scriptures say to make your forehead hard against theirs. They don't want to hear this shit. And especially trying to put wine in the old bottle, especially the older heads. I've been doing this 10 years. I don't got to listen to y'all. They don't want to hear it because they stuck in their ways and they're going to realize soon, look what's going on in Canada with the port strike. Everything is coming to a close. And the brother just did a lesson. You got some Eves trying to wake up, but that's only like 10%. Everybody else is going to be destroyed.
And you know what? You said the Eves is waking up?
Yeah, brother did a lesson.
So let me tell you something, man, about these Israelite women that's so-called waking up. They ain't waking up.
Huh? A brother did a lesson. It was one Eve talking, but that's one out of a million.
Yeah, but she ain't woken up. You know what I mean? A lot of you women, you know what I mean? Y'all acting like y'all waking up. Y'all ain't waking up. You see, because a woman will say, oh yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. It's all about this. It's all about the law, statutes, commandments. tell her motherfucking ass that, okay, all right, well, look, I'm gonna have another woman then.
Yeah, let the
Watch
bitch-
her ass forsake everything. See that
Let-
demon,
let that bitter-
that black woman, baby mama salon demon jump
I
on
just
her, man.
can't take it. You know,
No,
I
well,
just
you know,
can't.
She gonna
actually,
bring out Corinthians on you.
God didn't say that. Let's go back to that article real quick. No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Bishop's supposed to only have one wife. You know what I mean?
That's fine,
Blame
man.
You people,
teaching, nigga.
you motherfuckers, you ain't waking up,
Say
man.
all that.
Yeah.
Only the elect is gonna really wake up, man.
That's right.
The rest of you motherfuckers, you could play, you could teeter totter, you could scratch the surface, but you ain't allotted to make it. You ain't gonna make it, man.
You ain't no prophet.
You know. Keep going. Go ahead.
Imagine that, bro.
Yep.
In your own house, you ain't no prophet. It says in 1921, Tulsa, Oklahoma's Greenwood District, known as Black Wall Street, was one of the most prosperous African American communities in the United States.
See, and this is what Jake won again. Jake hear this, and then Jake be like, "Look, it prosperous. We had something in America. We had it going." And this was the 20s. This was when racism was at the peak. You know, and this was the time when Esau was running up in Jake's houses, grabbing him. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, did I catch you laughing at my wife? And then, you know, Esau come up in that house and just grab you right out that house. You know what I mean? So this was prime American times. You know what I mean? And Jake had something going. You know what I mean? It says prosperous. And a lot of our people, they read that and, you know what I mean? They be like, see, we don't need the Lord. We already had something. We had something going. Look, we had Tulsa, Oklahoma. We'll just do it better this time. Well, let me tell you something about a lot of you Negroes. You niggas is way worse than Jake was back in the day, right? I guarantee you the motherfucker Jake back in the day wasn't smoking weed at high amounts like you niggas is today. Or killing each other. Like, there was no gang banging amongst Jake. You ain't coming together, okay? You're being reserved for destruction, all right? And the only way things is gonna change is when Yahweh Shai come back. How many times we gotta keep telling niggas that, man? All right, till you get it through your thick fucking skull. Nothing's gonna change until Yahweh Shai come back, man. That's what we waiting on. That's what the scriptures say. Here is the faith and the patience of the saints. Patience, okay? You know, keep going.
It says, but on May 31st of that year, the Tulsa Tribune reported that a black man, Dick Rowland, attempted to rape a white woman, Sarah Page.
And you already know that was
Psyop.
that was a psyop, that was a smear campaign, because that's Esau's famous tactic for him to destabilize Israelite communities. He's been using that trick time and time again. He raped a white woman.
His control of the media.
He kidnapped a little white boy off the bike. You know what I mean? It's the same little tricks. And who's behind the media? Well, when you read the Learn Protocol, it's called the Learn Protocol. Damn it, I forgot how it goes. The Learn Protocols of the Elders of Zion. I got it scrambled, but that's what it is. In that little message, in that little article, when you read that, it tells you that the small hats is behind all media, and they've been behind the media, man. You know what I mean? So when they was coming up with these little bullshit ass smear campaigns, it was Amalek behind that shit, man. And who's at the top right now calling the shots? Amalek. So it like the Lord said, I will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Amalek is always going to be there. If Esau, if the American Edomite ain't gonna stop you, Amalek will be there. All right, he gonna be there to make sure you niggas ain't getting that high. He ain't finna allow that at all, man.
It's so easy for him to sway people's minds because he has that. That's a tool.
Yep.
That's a very powerful tool in his arsenal. Is that the news, CNN. You got CNN, you got Fox, you got ABC. They're all saying the same thing on the same day at the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That how many millions of people are gonna be like, oh wow, and believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just like right now, I don't know if you brothers seen, but Trump got RFK, Robert F. Kennedy.
Yeah, his son.
A
junior?
Junior.
Yeah.
And this dude's a health freak, and he's pushing for vaccines to be outlawed, baby vaccines, and all these things. And just yesterday, the CDC says there's a measles outbreak in children because due to them not being vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? So that's how easy it is for this man to manipulate the situation. You know what I mean?
It's nothing.
It's
nothing.
easy.
Esau been doing this since way back in the day, man. You know what I mean? That's what back in the day they was sending telegrams. Okay, Esau was sending little demonic messages and telegrams, getting shit started all over the country.
Yeah.
Right? So you definitely know that he was using a lot of them tactics on Jake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You brothers gotta watch Utopia on Amazon. Man, that shows you exactly what they do. But you want me to continue reading?
Keep going.
It says,
and if somebody can hold Zephaniah 3 and actually we just gonna go there. Isaiah 43 and 11 and Deuteronomy 28 and 29.
it says, whites in the area refused to wait for the investigative process to play out, sparking 2 days of unprecedented racial violence.
Esau lost it, and that's what Esau he getting ready to do. Okay, because just like these Edomites back in them times, they lost it because they seen Jake rising up. You know what I mean? So they just said, "Fuck it, we going on a killing spree. We about to murder everybody on that Black Wall Street." Right? So now they just put this goddamn goofer, Donald Trump, in office. Okay, and what is he doing? He raising the Edomite spirits. Esau is getting brave again.
Yeah.
It's America, make America great again. Yeah, fuck them. You know what I mean? And when they say fuck the enemy, okay, they talking about you Jakes. Let me tell you that. They talking about you Jakes. When they be talking about fuck the enemy, Donald Trump is talking about we got to get this back in line. The enemy will not win. Esau ain't thinking about them Afghanis.
The so-called minorities.
He thinking about you Jakes that's 2 blocks away from him, huddled up at a liquor store looking like some fucking demons, man. Them niggas sagging their pants at the liquor store. You don't think Esau is driving by like, I can't wait to kill them niggas, man?
Yeah.
He ain't worried about them Afghanis or them niggas out there in China. They think about you.
Russians.
You know what I mean? They think about you, man. So just like back in these days, Esau, he lost it. When Jake starts seeing Jake getting prosperous, same thing's gonna happen again. Pretty soon Esau gonna lose it. He getting ready to pop. All right, that's why you see Esau. He getting a little bit more violent. You know what I mean? Now that Donald Trump won, this nigga he walking up to Jake, fuck niggers, and Jake gonna whoop his motherfucking ass, man. Okay, Jake gonna beat his motherfucking ass. But Esau, he's a devil. He don't care. He'll go out on the shield for this shit. Esau don't give a damn. He will go out on his shield and die for this. And Jake ain't ready to die for it. Jake will fight you at the liquor store. Nigga, don't call me no nigger. But Jake ain't ready to die for it. Esau ready to die, man. Go ahead.
And it says 35 city blocks went up in flames.
30, man, Esau burned down 30. That's the whole
That's a fucking big radius.
bro, that's like this Old Town Pasadena and another one. That's like 2 Old Town Pasadenas, man. This nigga Esau burnt it all down, man. Go ahead.
It says 300 people died.
Look at the 300.
And 800 people were injured.
300 people died, 800 was injured, man. Esau, he lost it. Okay? But you know what? This is proof that whenever you Jakes, you try something like that, okay? The Lord is going to make sure that it gets burnt down to the ground because the Lord don't want y'all raising up in this time period. All right? You've already forgotten the Lord at this point. How much more if all of y'all niggas got Steve Harvey money?
That was the opening of Pharaoh and Moses, the Egyptian captivity of the Israelites. When you go deeper into the history, who they so-called the Hyksos people or whatever, they were called shepherd kings in the land of Egypt. So you had Israelite communities, you had Israelites in Egypt that was doing well. You know, before who was that? There was a pharaoh that was cool with the Israelites at first. I forget his name, but
yeah.
Pretty much they were the Hyksos history. They were known to be a special people. Like they were advanced in everything. You know what I'm saying? Weapons of war. You had shepherd kings. Our people are known as the shepherd people. So we had kings among, you know, our own people. And when Pharaoh saw that, you know, when those pharaohs, after that one pharaoh that was at peace with Israel.
During Joseph's time?
I forget where that's at, but
during Joseph's time?
Yeah, Joseph, yeah.
Yeah. That was the cool pharaoh.
Yeah, so, you know, you had, after, you know, of course, Joseph, you know the account, Jacob and his sons, and they moved into Egypt. Because I was trying to connect the history. I'm rusty right now. when those Israelite communities moved into Egypt, they became prosperous anyway. Like, you know, our people, we set up these nations. We make these nations great. So they were already ruling. They had that kingship. They had that nobility. You know what I'm saying? They were advanced in every way to where the Egyptians had to copy Jake, just like they do in America. Who's the most copied people in America? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Well, that's what happened in Egypt. And so then, you know, the Egyptians came together and said, look, we got to unify and come against them people. Otherwise, they're going to come against us, and our enemies going to join with them to come against us. So
I got it right here. This is what you were saying. This is Exodus 1:8. It says, now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And remember, Joseph kind of laid the pathway for Jake. You know what I mean? When Joseph got up in there, he got cool with the Pharaoh, and then he helped the Pharaoh out with that, you know, that famine situation. So the Pharaoh really loved Jake, really loved Joseph. Joseph was an honorable dude. So off Joseph's name, Jake was kind of safe. You know what I mean? Until later, after Joseph died, that's when, you know, it says, verse 9, it says, and he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal with them, deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
yeah, that's like a common hater story. You know, people often talk about having haters. Well, that's an example of our people. Always, whenever we come up as a people, you got somebody over there minding our business or wanting to quell that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you Negroes complain about today. Oh man, shit, why, you know, we need to start these black communities, black businesses, and do stuff for ourselves and take care of one another. But you're in the land of your enemy. You're surrounded by your enemies. You want to be just like the so-called white man. But that's the man who has all these policies in order to where you fucking, he gonna cast that shit down. Like the brother's already saying, like, you tried to build these communities up already. So you can't function outside of Yahweh Shemal Shai as the Israelite man. You know what I'm saying? The Israelite man are the men that he chose to be one unto himself under a blood covenant. So it don't work out like that for us. Once we go off, we're rebelling directly against the Most High himself. And then what? We got to pay for that.
That's right.
The curses. So we can't function outside of, there's no society outside of Israelite society. And that's what we're saying. We're calling out all these fake Israelites, the Israelite woman, all these so-called Israelites know they're Israelites, but they're not actually in the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shai, coming together as a nation in one mind and delivering our souls out of this place. We should be doing good right now. Every woman and man and child that say they're Israelites should be all laying something on the table. All these women out there on social media.
Right.
Got all this shit, you know what I'm saying?
I saw, didn't HOI and Priest of Bach buy that land?
Yeah.
Remember they bought a big old,
Yeah.
I don't know how many acres.
Yeah.
But ain't nothing ever came up out of that.
Right.
And then you had Dr. Umar buy that school. And then some dude went there 2 years later and was like filming the whole school. That shit was still all boarded up.
Yup, they still
You
ain't
know
no.
what I'm saying? Gervonta Davis bought those apartment buildings.
Yeah. And
Those
Esau
shits
burnt it down.
now.
Yeah, Esau
Yep.
burnt it
The
down.
Mayweathers, Nate Satan, you a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like, damn, all these jakes that know they're Israelites, but they not putting nothing into the, you know, Jake to pay their rent. Hey, look, we got something set up where, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, if you're an Israelite, you call in and
Right,
we can
come
help
on
you
now.
pay your rent. There's absolutely nothing.
As long as you come back to your power, yeah, we got you.
The apostles do that.
The apostles do it, but all of the apostles' doctrine and the prophets' doctrine is getting hijacked, stolen.
Yeah.
Right.
And all these social media influencers is using the prophet's doctrine,
That
the
red
truth.
pill.
Yeah, and you're getting paid though. You know what I'm saying? Getting paid off of all these talking points, and then the prophets. But ultimately, we already understand it's because the Most High is going to reward us.
That's right.
We're not going to be rewarded by any man, and we're going to be rewarded openly, to where there is no corruption. There's going to be nothing these clowns can do, these devils, these fake fucking devils See, we need to get away from these motherfuckers.
Yeah, these motherfuckers is the
These
wild
motherf-
man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, the beast man. You
we
know
need
what
to
I mean?
we need to have a society that these motherfuckers are in slavery.
Yeah.
And that's the
Straight
society
up.
to come, you know?
That's the only way.
Ain't no fucking bargaining, you know what I'm saying? Our people want to be one with these crazy motherfuckers,
I want to be rubbing elbows.
you know, because they'll smile at you.
Yeah.
But I can see right through that damn demon.
Let's
You
get
can
a
see it.
whiskey.
I wouldn't let that demon around my children, nothing. People are complete vile, man.
Satan, man.
You know?
I got more, a little bit more meat on it. This is Exodus 1:11. It says, therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they have, well, that's it on that, yeah. That's it on that, yeah. They put taskmasters over Jake, you know?
Yeah, because Jake was the artificers. Jake was the builders, the master builders, everywhere they went, all throughout Europe. You know, that's why Esau destroyed all of these ancient structures and just put box apartments up, because everywhere Jake went, all throughout Africa, all throughout Europe, you know, just magnificent structures, you know, even from the beginning of time, you know what I'm saying? So them Egyptians, I actually went into some history back then. It's called when black people ruled the world, and they went into that whole Egyptian, I think it was like the northern Egyptians and the southern Egyptians had to come together to unify against Jake. And I believe one of them, I don't want to make no concrete evidence, but pretty much they had to come together to come against Jake, because otherwise Jake would take over the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. But once Jake falls away from their power, they can't build anymore.
Yeah.
Because then what? You're going to just be building against, that goes contrary. That's what the heathens are for, to build on the left hand.
You building without a map.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got Yahweh by Shimei Shai, you just building. It's like a nigga trying to build that whole thing without like no map,
instructions.
no blueprint, no nothing. He just off of his own understanding. I think we should put that brick here. No, you need the map. You need somebody to kind of look over certain aspects of the building, man. And Jake don't want that. Jake wants the glory for themselves. All right. And I want to talk about the taskmasters. Now, after Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? What happened after Black Wall Street got burnt down, right? Esau put taskmasters over Jake to where it was like, okay, we're going to, so that way that never happens again. We're going to make sure y'all got to come to our banks, Wells Fargo, Chase, because Jake had their own banks back in the day. Look, okay, you can't build your own bank. You got to come to Wells Fargo, Chase, grocery stores. That's a part of them taskmasters that are kind of like watching over Jake, making sure Jake stays in line with the protocol. You see?
They had them. What are they called? Red line zones, where they didn't allow particular areas, primarily where Jake was at, to receive loans to actually, upgrade their homes. You know what I'm saying? Make their upgrades in their houses.
Right,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
Esau burnt that down, and then when Jake tried to go get a loan, okay, because you already know Jake is simple. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Right after that, it got burnt down in 1921. By 1922, Jake was already trying to build it back up. And Jake probably tried to go try to get a loan. Esau denied him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they see the name too on there, like Latavius White.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna.
You ain't getting no loan, man. We already know what you up to. You know what I mean? We already know what you trying to do. Nigga. You trying to get that Black Wall Street going again. Nah, you go ahead and bank with Chase, nigga.
Hey, well, the whole book of Judges is exactly about Jake not being in a good standing with the Most High, and then the repercussions, pretty much going into slavery, being behind enemy lines, you know what I'm saying? Being oppressed when they wasn't in good standings with the Most High. And then when the Most High would lift up a prophet or a leader to Jake to tell him to get right. All right, this is the way back to the Heavenly Father, and then they would be delivered through that. You know what I'm saying? So the whole book of Judges, and I guess we could just go wherever, but I'm holding that too. You know what I'm saying?
You read a little bit more on this article in there.
Okay, kind of.
Yeah, keep it.
It says accounts vary on what happened between Page and Rowland in the elevator of the Drexel building, yet as a result of the Tulsa Tribune's racially inflammatory report, you see the Tulsa Tribune, they
Tulsa Tribune.
they didn't fan they fanned the fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They put dubs on it. That's what Esau. That's what he known for. He known to put dubs on it, and frame shit in his own image. Well, that's what the whole New World Order is about.
Yeah.
The beast in his image, right? Go ahead.
It says scuffles broke out and shots were fired. Since the blacks were outnumbered, they headed back to Greenwood. But the enraged whites were not far behind, looting and burning businesses and homes along the way.
Look at that. So yeah, this is what happens when you don't have the Lord. Okay? Hey, the scriptures talk about if you serve the Lord will fight for you. Okay? And that's already been proven through like Maccabees. They was out there on faith, and the Lord will send the chariots down to come fight for Jake. Now, if Jake was in his power, if Jake believed in the Lord, who knows? Maybe the Lord would have probably sent some chariots down to fuck Esau up when Esau was chasing behind them, burning their house down. The Lord probably could have sent the chariot down, like, nah, back up. You know what I mean? They with me. But because Jake wants to be an American, because Jake want to be a black man, well, the Lord will go ahead and let you be a black man, and he'll let black come to you. Black is death. All right? So you're going to get a black ending. All right? You know what I mean? Esau burning your shit down, that's a black ending.
And that's why Esau always had a motherfucker set up like a Harriet Tubman to come through and get Jake in that spirit of wanting to be a part of America. You know, you could be freeze up in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All you gotta do is just Harriet Tubman.
You know
what I mean? You know, Harriet Tubman, everybody thought Harriet Tubman was just like, she was just the savior of all black people.
Underground.
You know what I mean? But Harriet Tubman could only do so much. And actually, Harriet Tubman was, apparently she was an agent for Esau.
And so it makes you...
If I can say real quick, people should really mention Nat Turner. Because Nat Turner actually woke up and said, fuck this devil.
Yeah, he said fuck.
You know what I mean? Fuck, I'm gonna kill him. You know, Harriet Tubman wasn't trying to kill the devil, she was just trying to escape. But she, she got caught up trying to do her own thing, and she probably had good intentions in the beginning. But who knows, man? Maybe Esau caught her on the way and made a deal with her. That's what happens when you don't have the Lord. You know what I mean? When you don't have the Lord, you'll compromise your identity, okay? For wealth and prosperity in this place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll compromise your identity to make it. So if Jake trying to build something, okay, who Jake got to go talk to? Jake got to go talk to Esau, right, for a loan and all this shit, right? And what is Esau telling him? Esau's giving him all sorts of contracts. Look, this is what you can't do. You can't do this, can't do that. 501c3 charters, right? Now, Jake can disagree to it, but he ain't going to get what he want. You see? So what's Jake going to do? Jake going to agree to it and be like, shit, so I can have this soul food restaurant that I told my grandma I was going to have. I promised her I was going to have that soul food restaurant. I promised her that. I told my wife I was going to go get the soul food restaurant. You know, because these bitch ass niggas be promising their wife. You know what I mean? And that's his plight to fame. He think he got to go through with the promise. He got to make that deal with Esau because he already told his wife.
Validation.
You know what I mean?
There was something you said,
Hey, you remember that one dude? Who went viral for talking about the Israelites? He was that bald dude with the glasses.
Oh, Anton Daniels.
Was that his name?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
supposedly that dude got snatched up one summer and came back and didn't believe no more. So
Is that him?
he was bald and he had glasses,
He got a beard?
and he was sitting there breaking down everything. Deuteronomy
that's him.
28,
Yeah, I don't think that's
breaking
him.
down
Nah.
everything. But they said that he got snatched up one summer, and he came back, and he wasn't the same, and that he didn't believe no more. He didn't want to talk about the Bible, nothing. You know?
Snatched up by Esau?
Yeah. Well, they said that's what they spent.
Well, look what happened to Nick Cannon. You see, Nick Cannon tried it. Nick Cannon tried to, pipe the horn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Nick Cannon, he not with the Lord. You see,
Exactly.
the Lord probably would have protected him
And,
from Esau. You know what I mean? But what happened shortly after that? Nick Cannon said that here come Amalek. He had to do an interview with Amalek, and Amalek was like coaching him like a baby, like, so what did you say? Say sorry.
Dress up like Lil
Do
Wayne.
not say that again. You don't understand. But that's what you don't have the Lord. Okay, ain't nobody fighting for you in the heavens. You see, the only reason why we out here and we able to cuss the city out, cuss the world out, is because we got support in the heavens. You know what I mean? We got support from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in the world that y'all people can't see.
Well, that guy I'm
You know?
talking about was IUIC.
Oh, you see?
So he didn't have the names for one. You know what I'm saying? He don't believe in the names. You know what I'm saying? He don't got the right doctrine. They're set up by Esau. You know? So he probably got snatched up, wasn't able to call the names, and he folded. You know?
That's what happens, man. You ain't got Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. I mean, how far do you honestly think you're gonna go?
And
You know?
it's an Israelite custom. My bad, I'm laughing at some of these people. It's an Israelite custom to sacrifice, to make yourself a sacrifice, a living sacrifice for the truth. You know, for the word. That's been a test throughout all times for the sons of God since we lost that immortal status